I thank all the dignitaries for lighting the lamp and making the movement auspicious. Now I request Dr. Keshwal Garu, Director TSS OCA and Managing Director TSSTC to deliver his welcome address.
Check.
Good morning, everybody. So our most esteemed chief guest of the today's function, Sri C. Parsarathi IAS, Agriculture Production Commissioner and Principal Secretary to the Government of Telangana, respected Commissioner and Director of Agriculture, Rahul Bajja, IAS, and other respected speakers, Dr. Malavika Dadlani, and distinguished guests from Seedsmen Association, participants from Seed Industry, Seeds Corporation, Certification, and also few from the university, and other officers, press and media, ladies and gentlemen. So it is a great privilege and honor for me to welcome you all for this workshop. And then we are delighted and honored to host this kind of workshop. This is the second workshop in the series on the post-harvest seed technologies, and then how to minimize the post-harvest losses. And then though it was, we had the one workshop in the month of last year, in the month of October, and then it went very well, and then the seed industry was also very happy, and then immediately we thought that so we want to have the another follow-up workshop with the more details, and also to give the some hands-on training in this workshop. We feel extremely honored, sir, by the presence of respected APC and Principal Secretary Government of Telangana on this occasion as a chief guest. So we have been instrumental and making several policies in agriculture, horticulture and allied sector, and then he has taken up the several important flagship program of the government, and then who is also a guiding force for the strengthening the seed industry, seed organizations, and also not only in Telangana, and also he is contributing to the government of India at the federal levels also. He is contributing, especially in connection with the OECD certification programs and other seed related programs. Then I am glad to inform today is the first event as a part of ISTA Congress. Sir, your presence is again unique this morning and as a source of information. The reason is the way back in 2015, and then we started organizing this kind of programs like Congress, workshops, and then various meetings, national and international meetings, and then I think and then we have reached to a level of like to organize the international event, so which is going to be held in the couple of days, maybe in 2-3 days. In this connection, so this is the first event in connection with the ISTA Congress. So with that we are going to organize. So thank you very much, sir, for your presence in this morning. I also take the opportunity to welcome the Sri Rahul Bajja, IAS Commissioner and Director of Agriculture, Government of Telangana, who is leading the Agriculture Department in the state. Sir was recently joined, though he was from the engineering background, and then so more of now he learned all the agriculture technologies, and then how to help the farmers. Thank you very much, sir. Within a short time, I think so you could able to, again, the guide of all of us and take the government policies to the farming community. He is also supporting all the seed programs and especially our seed organizations. So who is like the finance minister for all the departments. For our finance ministry, the commissioner and director of agriculture. So and then we are getting the funds from the timely for the payment to the seed suppliers and then for our own farmers. Thank you very much, sir, for your support. I also take the opportunity to welcome the Eckhard Schroeder, who is the team leader Indo-German project on seed sector development. So back, he started 2.5 years ago. In the seed sector development, the first program was organized in Telangana. And then in this project, I think so the project is going to finish completed by this month end, and this is the final program and then final event in Hyderabad. Thank you very much, Schroeder, for your special concern and then support to the Telangana in particular and in India in general. So I extend a hearty welcome to all distinguished guests, especially Dr. Malavika Dadlani and other my dear colleagues from the Seedsmen Association, General Secretary, then Executive Director, and then other important persons from the seed industry. I also welcome the representatives from the press and media. So the aim of workshop, as already given in the focus, and then already it was given in the beginning. The focus was, it's to just awareness. So we are at the level of awareness how to minimize the post-harvest seed losses, and then which is the more important to maintain the seed quality until the seed reaches to the farming community. So therefore, so this kind of workshops and this kind of meetings are very much required, especially countries like India. So since we are placed in a different situation than the other developed world, like tropical and subtropical events, tropical and subtropical conditions, and which is harmful to the seed. After the seed production, then so there will be a huge loss in the seed quality due to higher moisture content and then relative humidity. Then we have to know, and then we have to focus how to minimize our seed moisture content as soon as possible after the harvest, and also we may have to maintain the same moisture content until it reaches to the farming community. So therefore, there are the focus topics on like the post-harvest handling, then what are the factors influencing to maintain the seed quality. So as a industry, so I have been looking, the seed industry. In the most of the times, they are not following a scientific procedures or scientific methods during the harvesting or maybe after the harvesting time. Some of the seed industry, they are completely neglecting. So therefore, so this workshop will give another knowledge, the extra knowledge for the seed producer. So here another important, so always we have been talking like the seed industry is doing well, but for me, so this part of area like post-harvest seed technology or post-harvest technologies are not proper, including if you take the harvesting time during the mechanization, it's again the dangerous, and also like a determination of the harvest time also we are not, the most of the seedsmen is not aware. So these things are very much important. So with this, I thank each one of you for coming and sparing your valuable time. Then I hope, I request all the participants to learn these technologies. There are the good speakers also we have identified in these 2 days programs. One, Dr. Malavika Dadlani is here, and then tomorrow, and then Dr. Vijay, who is also from the IRI New Delhi, who is expert in the seed deterioration and then seed deterioration, and also the seed quality aspects. Another important person who is Raghavendra, who has been working since long time in this area in the post-harvest seed drying and storage. Then the Dr. Ramesha is also working on the processing and handling quality maintenance. So, and then another important speaker for tomorrow is Dr. Vilas Tonabi, who is a director of Indian Institute of Millet Research, and then he'll be giving on the principles and practices of post-harvest seed handling, and then at the end, so there will be a panel discussion. So with this, I thank one and all for sparing your valuable time. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for extending your warm welcome and also briefing about this workshop. Now I request Sri Rahul Bojja IAS, Commissioner and Director of Agriculture, to deliver his message to the gathering.
The chief guest for today's function, Parthasarathy Garu, APC and Principal Secretary Agriculture, Government of Telangana, Mr. Eckhard Schroeder, and my colleague Dr. Keshavlu, the distinguished participants of today's workshop, friends. A very good morning to all of you. It is my privilege today that I've been given this opportunity to be a part of this very prestigious Indo-German project workshop, and I take this opportunity to welcome you all on behalf of the Agriculture Department. As Dr. Keshavlu already introduced me, I am probably one of the few people here who's not trained in plant science, but you don't need to be trained in plant science to understand the importance of seed and seed technology. A seed is what the future plant is going to look like, and the quality of the seed will definitely have its bearing on the future plant. So it is no great science that the quality of the seed has its bearing on the quality of the productivity of the plant, and then in its consequence the yield that the farmer gets and the prosperity that the farmer would experience. So I would not go into the technical details of what this workshop should be talking about or would be talking about. I just have a few observations to make which have been brought to my notice by my department or Dr. Keshavlu. We are all aware that India is largely an agrarian country with heavy dependence on agriculture. Probably not half a century back, India was not what India looks like now, and periodic famines were the order of the day, and probably in post World War II, when Industrial Revolution, the Green Revolution took off all over the world, probably that was the time we took learnings from them, and thanks to the planners at that time, the nation builders at that time, late 60s and 70s, India also embarked on the journey of Green Revolution, and we know the growth we have made in the last couple of decades. So we all understand the importance of technology, the importance of better management practices, the importance of better infrastructure availability, the importance of better irrigation facilities. So it is a comprehensive package of science, technology, better managerial practices, provision of irrigation, provision of institutional finance to the farmer. So it was a lot of these practices which brought India to the stage that we are in, where we can call ourselves a powerhouse of agriculture. We are also one of the leading nations probably in production of seed, and proudly Telangana is called the hub of the seeds for this country. So um, I request you that these kind of workshops should be taken as an opportunity to further enhance our quality of seed production, thrash out what the shortcomings or the lacunae in the present seed technologies, because as Dr. Keshavlu was mentioning, whatever be the development we have made in science and technology, if that development is not carried forward from the field to the seed that is being produced, then the entire essence of the effort put into technology, the effort put into developing science is lost. Because whatever be the level of technology, whatever be the quality of science and technology that has been put into developing the seed, if the post-harvest seed does not come out matching towards the science and technology which created it, farmer is not getting the benefit of whatever advances we have made. So, uh, if it is due to the shortcoming in the management of the post-harvest activities that need to be taken care of, then it's a very unfortunate situation, because the real hard work and the real effort has been put into developing the seed, but if it eventually is not carried forward to the farmer who's using it to produce his crop, then the entire effort is futile. So, whatever are the post-harvest practices that need to be followed, probably right from the timing of harvest, at what time, what is the ideal time the seed should be harvested, what is the procedure of thrashing, or whatever is the procedure of getting the seed out, the procedures of storing the seed, because um, I am informed that there is a lot of scope of contamination of seed immediately post harvest and before it is processed. So I'm sure you are aware of these practices much more than I am, because I'm just learning these things. So whatever are the practices that need to be followed post harvest in terms of preparing the seed, storage of the seed, the preliminary storage of the seed, transportation to the seed companies, then the processing or the treatment that needs to be done on the seed that has been produced, including the processes of packaging. So it has to be ensured that none of these non-technical, the so-called non-technical procedures that have to be followed in the development of seed do not have a adverse bearing on the quality of the seed. So these may not seem to be the most critical of aspects to concentrate on when you talk about seed technology, but I am thankful that this workshop has been organized with a focus on the post-harvest procedures, which probably are having a negative or a kind of bad influence on the quality of the seed. I thank all the representatives of the industry and various national organizations who have come to participate in this workshop. I hope that everybody takes some learning out of this workshop, and we all have learning, but very rarely we put it into practice. So I also hope that whatever learning we take away from this workshop is put into practice, and a better quality seed is made available to the farmers of this country. Thank you, and I wish you all the best during the course of this workshop. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for enlightening the gathering with your message. Now I request our chief guest, Sri Parthasarathi IAS, APC and Principal Secretary, to please address the audience.
So good morning, friends. So, in continuation of Professor Keshavlu and Mr. Rahul, both of them have set the backdrop for this workshop. In fact, this workshop is like a forerunner for our ensuing ISTA Congress, which is taking place in the almost same venue, adjacent Novotel Hotel. In fact, this workshop originally was planned in Novotel, but somehow there was some problem in getting the venue and it has been shifted here. I don't know how many attended this October workshop. Can you raise your hands? How many attended? October 2018. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, about 10. 10 people have attended. Okay. It was a good workshop and we feel that we are missing the presence of Mr. What is his name? Ken Bradford. So we are missing him today. In fact, we tried, Stoddar also tried for him, but unfortunately his wife fell ill and he could not join this workshop. Anyway, good effort has been made to procure the presence of renowned seed experts within our country. Malavaki Jai is there and Vijay, Ramesh, as mentioned by Keshavu. I hope that whatever good work that was done in the previous workshop will be, followed up in this workshop and some hands-on training also. I don't know, this hall is not convenient for making some practical exercise. I think some drawing demonstration is there by Dr. Vijay. So many you have to reorganize this seating, etc., so that that really works out. That whatever demo is planned today afternoon, I think. Anyway, the productivity of all technologies and all other inputs other than seed, finally they depend on quality of seed. In fact, the ISTA Congress also revolves around only one, important point, that is quality of seed. Ultimately, all these workshops, conferencing, and whatever we talk about seed, ultimately it is seed quality with which everybody is concerned. Ultimately, quality seed is the main, crux of the problem which need to be delivered to the farming community so that the sustainable agriculture, whatever we are talking about, is achieved. So the quality of seed, you are aware, will be influenced by production as well as post-production, handling. Both are there. Production means type of harvest, time of harvest, all these factors will play a very important role in deciding quality of seed. In post-production, mostly, the drying, type of drying, the drying technologies, the processing, transportation, seed treatment, and finally storage. Because if you want to store seed for either next season or for next 2-3 years, then storage becomes more important. So all these dimensions are built into the post-harvest technologies. Of course, we know that raw seed is not suitable for use. Raw seed includes certain impurities, and raw seed is supposed to be upgraded. The quality upgradation has to take place. The seed treatment has to be done, packaging has to be done, and properly storage need to be done in post-harvesting seedling, this storage. The post-production losses are generally the results of inefficient processing or poor machinery or inefficient use of machinery that is used for processing. The biological deterioration that take place, because seed is a biological entity, it is exposed to several biological and non-biological factors. So basically we are going against nature. The seed quality is neither automatic nor permanent. The nature is exerting pressure on the seed in terms of temperature, all in terms of weather parameters. It is exerting pressure, including biological factors. So our aim is to minimize these losses so that quality seed is ensured by the time it is delivered to the farmer. Infestation of molds, pests, and other biological agents also is very, very important factor which causes post-production losses. So the basic objective, if you want me to sum up whatever we are discussing, is to reduce or minimize losses both from the qualitative angle as well as quantitative angle. And seed production and post-harvest handling is relatively technical in nature. It requires a skill. So that's why we need capacity building if we want to handle seed in a careful manner with lot of care and applying scientific principles, scientific methods in post-harvest handling. Capacity building is required. That's why we are holding these workshops. Let me hope that these workshops will provide adequate knowledge and also skill for a post-harvesting and ultimately we are all interested in delivering quality seed to the farmer. I have just gone through the previous workshop agenda and this workshop agenda. By and large, the topics seem to be similar. But my only appeal to the speakers, whatever was done in the first workshop, I think let it be continuation of whatever was discussed, whatever was demonstrated and hands-on experience was also carried out in the last session. So in continuation of that, some updation, some advanced technologies. Advanced doesn't mean that it should be only advanced which cannot be implemented, but also simple and cost effective. Ultimately, whatever technologies we are talking about, they have to be cost effective for developing countries. So for developing countries and developed countries, we need to differentiate when you talk of these post-harvest technologies. As far as future of this activity is concerned, I am visualizing utilization of nanotechnology. Already they started using it in developed countries, but it is not cost effective if you want to apply in our countries. From the last session, I am recollecting a lot of desiccation technologies have come. And Ken Bradford used some desiccant and the demos also. But somehow we find it was also not cost effective. So for our country like India, we need simple and cost effective desiccation technologies, and still R&D has to be done in that direction. The techniques which will be demonstrated here in the workshop, I only make an appeal to the speakers here or experts, must be relevant in the field, in the circumstances, in the context where we are working in the field under Indian conditions. So whatever you speak, it should be relevant for our condition so that it can be practiced by all our stakeholders, whether they are from university or some farmers are there, progressive farmers, or seed industry personnel, or even seed corporation and certification officers. Except genetic purity, I feel all parameters are relevant for seed quality, except genetic purity. Genetic potential of seed, plus seed treatment, plus upgradation of quality, then processing, packing and storage. These are the different parcels of this entire framework which we are discussing now. So let me hope that entire exercise will finally help in improving the efficiency of our seed chain and delivering quality seed. I thank Mr. Schroeder for taking this initiative. This is first workshop which got delayed by 1 hour. I think this should not happen for our ensuing workshops and various conferences which are scheduled here. And I thank the federal government of Germany for taking this initiative, not only for having a MOU with government of India, for also including Telangana government, and they have done a lot of good work in our state in the last 2 years, right from 2017 onwards. And I am happy to announce that this project is extended for another 3 years from July 2019 to June 2022. And probably the team leader Sodar will continue to handle this project in the next 3 years. And he has a plan of coming in the month of June, July again to Hyderabad, where we all sit together, all stakeholders who are concerned with this project, and what can be done in the next 3 years. We have to give our input and feedback, based on which 3 years action plan will be prepared as part of this MOU. And let us all hope that it will be fruitful in the days to come. Already baseline studies have been prepared, the SWOT analysis has been done, and organic certification, OECD certification, several workshops have been promoted by this project. Let us hope that something more concrete will come in the next 3 years. Thank you. I wish a grand success for this workshop.
Thank you, sir. Now I request Mr. Ekor Shoder, Team Leader, Intergovernment Seat Project, to deliver his message and also convey oath of thanks.
Yeah, dear Mr. Patasatri, Principal Secretary of the Government of Telangana, dear Mr. Rao Bochan, Commissioner of Telangana Government, dear Dr. Keshavalu, dear distinguished guests, dear speakers of the workshop, dear Mrs. Dalani, I'm very glad that we can organize today and tomorrow a further workshop on post-harvest technologies for better seed quality. So we all know how important seed are for the farmers. This is not only the genetic value of the seed, but especially also the quality of seed, the biological quality. And it's one aspect is to achieve a high quality, but the other aspect is to maintain this quality. And this is a key topic of this workshop today. So within this Indo-German cooperation project on seed sector development in Telangana, we have 4 partners: the Telangana State Seed Organic Certification Authority, Telangana State Development Corporation, the Agriculture University, and the Seedsmen Association of Hyderabad. So all 4 partners are very important in the seed sector of Telangana. So the last 2.5 years, we did already several activities. For example, we elaborated technical leaflets for seed growers, that they know better how to grow the seed on the field. We had this 2 5-day workshops on seed certification, international seed certification, which is also to improve quality, but also to increase the potential for export of seed to other countries. Yeah, this is the next round workshop today, so I'm very glad that we have this workshop today. I would like to thank you very much to Mr. Patasatri for the excellent cooperation during the last years, and also with Dr. Keshavalu. So the achievements that we had depends always on good cooperation, and this was excellent here in Telangana. Yeah, for this workshop, I would like to thank especially the team of Dr. Keshavalu for the organization of the workshop, and also for Dr. Sovimi Sonkara, our national coordinator, who supported the organization. So thank you also for all participants to come, and I wish you good knowledge, skills, and insights during the workshop. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your message and also for oath of thanks. Now I request Dr. Keshwal Garu to honor the dignitaries with the memento and shawls. This inaugural program for this post workshop. Now let us have a coffee break and reassemble in 20